Hi guys, this is Alex from Mason Lifestyle. It's been a little bit that I haven't shown my face around the channel, but I thought that it's been time to do an indie pattern haul. I actually have not purchased any big four patterns for, I would say, quite some time, which I don't know why. I usually kind of really like to look at them. I watch videos from other YouTubers that talk a little bit more about the patterns in depth, but I have to say that nothing has really called out to me. And for the last year, just because I've been a little bit pressed for time because I've been telling you guys that I have been coding a lot. And shameless plug, I actually submitted an app to the App Store. For Apple, it was approved, and I put a link in the description box below. Please check it out. It is the cost of a big four pattern on sale. It is called Tip or Discount Calculator. Super useful now that we're going into the holidays, so definitely check it out. But anyways, I've been coding a lot, so I'm a little bit pressed for time. So whatever I've been sewing, it's really things that I really need, like shorts or t-shirts or a cardigan or perhaps a dress, right? And I'm trying to spend a little bit more time doing these things and doing like nicer finishes and doing a little bit more hand sewing, just because I want some of these garments to last me a little longer. So I've been focusing on that, but I wanted to tell you guys what I have been kind of like looking for and really have been calling out to me from some of the indie designers. So, and as usual, I will go ahead and put all of these on my website and links to where you can get them. So let's go ahead and start. So the first one, it's the Bryn dress and cardigan from True Bias. She came out with a cardigan, something that you don't have to wear anything under it. And it's also a dress, a vest, or just a hip length cardigan. I know that her drafting is for C cup from the smaller size range. I believe it's from like 2 to 18, and anything past that is for D cup. So I usually have to do a small bust adjustment on her patterns, but I do those pretty fast. And I do know that Kelly over there also went ahead and put a blog post how to do small bust adjustments and how to do full bust adjustments if you're scared about those. They're actually pretty easy. Once you do a couple of times, you're like, okay, let's just tackle this yet again. So I got that. I have to raise the neckline probably like about 1 inch or 2, just because it might be a little bit too much cleavage for me. But I thought it is a nice little pattern. You can wear it in so many different ways. You can wear it as a dress or as a dress with some boots. You can wear it in a vest in the summer with shorts, or you can perhaps wear it with just a cardigan and a pair of slacks, or maybe like a jean skirt. Again, for now, the fall kind of winter season. So I thought that this was a pretty good pattern to add into the repertoire. Another pattern that I got, and this is from Sinclair Patterns. This was my first time downloading one of their patterns. I've always had such an issue with their website. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I kept it going this time. But it's the Harper cardigan and duster from Sinclair Patterns. And the ladies from Sewing Pattern Review told me about this pattern because what I wanted a cardigan with a sleeve that just ended, kind of like started and ended right at your shoulders, just like the Bryn dress that I talked before. And I know like the Marlowe sweater has a drop shoulder, and I'm just trying to get away from that. I just feel like things that have a little bit of a seam right at my shoulder just looks a little bit better on me, on my body type. So I downloaded the pattern. Guys, it's free. So let's just go back to that. It is free. It's a free pattern. It's really well drafted. My only caveat is like the seam allowance are 1/4 of an inch, which, oh my God, that's a little bit of a drill seeker sometimes. But you can always add a little bit more seam allowance prior to you cutting the pattern. So that's not a big deal. But this is a pretty good pattern. I have to say, a pretty good pattern if you are looking for something free. It doesn't have things like buttons, but again, it's just an easy pattern to do. If you wanted to add buttons to this pattern, you just have to add interfacing to that area and the neckband and just attach your buttons. So a nice little pattern. And of course, again, it's free. I made it in this French terry fabric that I have. I didn't care for, I think I didn't care for the fabric. But I'm thinking that if I find some other fabric that I really like, this would be a good pattern to have. And again, it's free. Cannot beat free. All right. And then the next pattern on the indie pattern haul, the Reyes shorts and trousers from Chalk and Notch. She just released these. I was part of the testing group. And I have to say that Gabriela, who owns Chalk and Notch and is the lead designer, she does an amazing job running the testing for patterns. Like absolutely amazing, great job. She takes really good feedback and she does adjust the pattern accordingly, which I really do appreciate because sometimes some other indie designers just like to give the pattern out. And what they really want to see is pictures of you in the pattern and not really make adjustments or they don't really want to make adjustments or update their pattern. You just want you in a picture, and I'm not about that. If we're going to do a test on a pattern, do like Chalk and Notch. She does 2 different types of like, you know, a first run through and then a second run through. And I always try to make a toile and kind of see the fit, give feedback, and then do a finished garment. So this is what I did this time around. Great little pattern. It is for a woven, lightweight woven fabrics. I made mine in a lightweight denim, but I know that a few other people on the testing group made this in like a modal knit. So great pattern. Great pattern to have, and it looks a little bit more dressy than your conventional stretch elasticate waist pant. So definitely, guys, try them out. So this is a new designer for me. I really like the construction of her pieces. And you guys know, when you look at some designers, okay, they just kind of slapped it through. Or there are some designers that their garments look really well constructed. So you know that also their drafting is going to be pretty good too. So I got the violet top from Bella Loves Patterns. It is a knit top, and I thought that this was a really nice top to wear in the summer, in the winter, under a cardigan. I thought it was really lovely, and I've been actually looking for something like this. Total great pattern to hack because it is a top, and obviously you can make this into a dress. So I really like this pattern, and I have fabric for it, so I'm definitely going to make it. Another pattern that I downloaded from Bella Love Patterns is her Aura dress, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is essentially a button-down dress. And guys, I am such a sucker for those. I don't know why. I love those. It is a button-down dress. It's got a traditional pointy collar, which I've been looking for. It's got front pockets, it's got side seams, it's got a curved hem. So I loved all of those details and I went ahead and got it. I'm actually waiting on some fabric from We Are the Fabric Store in New Zealand. They had some silk viscose on sale. I couldn't believe the price. So I went ahead and bought whatever they had in stock. It's like this beautiful light blue Wedgwood color, which I thought it was absolutely perfect. So I got that for this. And then I made a burda pattern last year, which I absolutely love, and I'll put a picture up. It is a quilted knit, like almost like a long vest duster with like a high neckline, and it's for the winter. I wore it quite a bit last year, and I wanted to make the one with the sleeves, but I actually like these patterns without sleeves. I don't know if you guys live in kind of like winter time. Sometimes you just have all these clothes on. You have the coat, right? You're perhaps wearing a sweater or a thicker t-shirt. You're wearing a scarf, a hat, gloves. And after a while, I just get like uncomfortable. I just want to start shedding layers. But if I'm at a store, I got bags, my handbag, I just can't quite do that, right? I don't have that much arms to hold it together. So I really like these sleeveless jackets. So I got the Shein puffer vest from Viki Sews. And one of the things that I really liked about this is the fact that I can remove the hood. It's very close to the burda patterns, but it's got some really nice details. They show you how to quilt fabric, and I have to say I already have quilted fabric for this, and also that it has a lining to it, kind of like a oh my god, like an insulated lining already that I got from Mood Fabrics last year from the row. So it's really nice fabric. So I'm hoping to use it with this pattern. I had got the zippers for it already. It is an advanced pattern. It's gonna take me a while to do this one. And I remember my burda pattern took me a good 2-3 weeks because there was some hand sewing around the side zippers. But I really like this pattern, and I glanced at the instructions from Viki Sews, and as usual, they do a really good job with those. I may just change them a little bit and go ahead and add an interior zipper pocket, welt zipper pocket in there, just to, if I want to just put my keys, my ID, and just go about my day and just walk around. They also had, Viki Sews also had a sale, and I got the Matthias dress. It's a semi-fitted long dress that flares out. I know that another pattern maker had something pretty close to this dress at the same time. I just got it from Viki Sews. Again, I really like the way that they interior finishes on their patterns. So, and they fit me. So I went ahead and got that dress. The rating on that pattern is intermediate. I mean, I think that someone that has been sewing for a while and can insert a zipper can tackle this pattern pretty easily. It's just, right, a lot of stitching because you have a lot of seams, you have to press, and then you also have a lining. So just a lot of things, but I thought that that was a really nice dress. And here's another one that I kind of just bought on a fluke because I love boxy jackets. And actually one of our next sew-alongs is going to be the alllll jacket from Merchant and Mills. But I got this pattern. It's the Painter pattern from Merchant and Mills. And guys, if you've never heard about the Painter company, they are doing a collaboration from Merchant and Mills. They actually produce a very small amount of garments per year, mostly jackets or coats. And when I say like a very small amount of garments, perhaps they do like a batch of jackets, and they only produce like 300 of those. Um, 300 of those, and amazingly enough, the prices are not crazy, right? The prices are not crazy for those, and they price them at a really reasonable amount. However, they are in the United Kingdom, and when they release their garments for sale, it's usually like 3 a.m. here in the US. So you really gotta want to have buy one of those because they sell out within minutes. And when I say minutes, perhaps maybe like in 3 minutes, they sell out. The garments are, the quality is very high. The fabric is perhaps from a mill that only uses natural fibers. So again, they really put a lot of love and attention to their garments versus fast fashion, right? Where you're just making thousands upon thousands of the same thing and it's got a ton of polyester. So I grabbed this pattern when I saw it. It is a boxy jacket. It is a unisex pattern. I also saw another lady on Instagram that she got this pattern. I loved the way it looked on her, and she gave me a couple of details as to how to go ahead and make sure that I shortened it so it's perfect for myself. I had to shorten the sleeves. I had to shorten the bodice, the back, facings. So just a couple of things. The pattern is rated advanced, and I actually don't feel like it's an advanced pattern. I just think that the pockets have some construction details that you have to take into account because you can reach the pocket from the top, it's got a flap, or you can reach the pocket also from the side. And then I know that Merchant Mills also created a video to show you how to tackle those patterns because that is probably the trickiest part of that pattern. It's just really those two front pockets, okay? So another pattern that I got is the Fisk sleepwear from Cashmerette. Guys, I just got this pattern. It's a really nice pattern. You got a piped nightgown, piped pajamas. You also have a nightgown, you have a robe. So you get quite a bit of things with this pattern. Again, I'm going to have to do a small bust adjustment for this because Cashmerette drafts for a larger bust size. And again, it's, as I told you before, with the print dress from True Bias, once you do one, right, you just kind of slap those pretty easily. So, and then Cashmerette has a lot of blog posts how to do those if you need help. If a pattern has princess seams, or if a pattern has a dart, or if a pattern has no dart, no princess seams, how do you do that? They have all of that on their website. So I felt that this was a pretty good buy. Plus the holidays are coming. So this is one of those things that I think, you know, kind of like that week from like Christmas to like New Year's and a few days into the new year, when you are just like, what's going on? What day is it, right? It's kind of like a nice little lounge thing around your house. And then I also got the Geneva blouse from Liesel and Company. It's a V-neck blouse. It's used for wovens. I really wanted something different like that. It's got different cup sizes, and I love the sleeves. I don't even know how to call those. It's kind of like, it's got a little bit more room. They're different. I'm going to put a picture up. I love this pattern, and I think I got the same fabric that she's got on these pictures. I need to check. And guys, I got some other patterns from Viki Sews. I got her shacket. And I've had some really nice boucle wool from Merchant Mills that I bought like a year and a half ago. It's been a while. It's been calling for a shacket pattern. It's beautiful fabric. It's definitely one of those things that I am also going to make. But tell me, what patterns or indie patterns have you guys been looking at these days, and who are some of your indie pattern designers? Would love to know. I'm always looking for new pattern designers, and of course, like a nice style, something that I would actually wear, right, to my day to day. I'm a busy mom. I like to work out in the mornings, code throughout the day, sew in the afternoons, watch TV at night. So, what are some of those pattern designers that you guys have been checking out lately that you really, really like? Let me know in the comments below. And please, please, please don't forget to check out my app on the App Store. I've been saying this for quite some time. I am working on an app for sewing. It's actually an issue that I run into quite a bit. So I thought that this was a good way to, as usual, solve a problem. So I'm hoping that within like a month, I'll be able to reach out and ask for testers for this app. And it'll be from people in the United States, but also people from across the pond. So, all right, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Again, all of this is on the website with link to the designers and pictures and all that good stuff. But I will see you next time. Bye.